celebration, please join me to start by acknowledging the traditional custodian of the land. On behalf of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, we acknowledge the Darek Tharawal people, the traditional custodian of the land on which we gather this evening. We pay our deep respects to their elders past and present, and extend that respect to all First Nations people joining us here tonight, and we give thanks for their wisdom and care for this beautiful land we all share. Bit of housekeeping notes. We've got the emergency exit on the right at the back. Also, our restrooms are on the right and the left. We've got the male on the left side and we've got the female on the right side. Please be upstanding for the national anthem of Australia and Lebanese to start our evening. Please remain upstanding for a minute of silence in honor for what is happening in the world. Thank you. Please take your seat. Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union International Women's Dinner 2026. Tonight, we gather not only in celebration, but for a purpose. We honor strength, leadership, resilience, and the extraordinary contribution of women across generation and culture. Please allow me to welcome our special guests tonight. Her Excellency, the Ambassador of Lebanon in Australia, Mrs. Mirna Khawli, and His Excellency, Mr. Ghassan Abdel Khalil. Her Excellency, the Consul of Lebanon in Sydney, Dr. Sarah Dirani. Councillor Rachel Harika, the Deputy Mayor of Canterbury Bankstown City Council. the World President of World Lebanese Cultural Union, Dr. Abraham Constantine. The Continental President of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, Mr. Badi Al-Haj. The Coordinator of Tayyar Al-Marada Australia, Mr. Rami Jitani. The Coordinator of United Australian Lebanese Movement New South Wales, Mrs. Claudine Germanos. The President of the Progressive Social Party Sydney Chapter, Mr. Akram Al-Mazri. The representative of the Australian Druze community, Mr. Milham Halawi. Federal Chair of Liberal Friends of Lebanon, Australia, Ms. Wendy Finianos. The President of Sgharda Association, Mr. James Dahda. Also, I would like to welcome from media, Oz Arab Media, South Al Ghad, Future Newspaper, and a special welcome for Miss Immigrant Australia 2025, Bianca Al-Hindi. And for sure, our distinguished panelists, distinguished guests, and each and everyone attending this evening. Welcome to Australian Lebanese Cultural Union 2026 night. I would like to take the opportunity to thank our sponsors for their support and generosity to make this event possible. I'll start with Atka Insurance, Verve Portrait, Oz Arab Media, South Al Ghad, Australian International Multicultural Association, Ibrahim Pastry, Maria Music, Majestic Glass, Lauren On Hair Salon, Simply Different Florist, Star Beauty, Noor Botanica, Cha by Chaya, Tropicana, and of course, Australian Lebanese Cultural Union. Ladies and gentlemen, but especially to every blessed woman and mother here tonight. Today, we honor not only your strengths, not only your sacrifices, but the divine purpose that God placed within you, a woman. For when God created a woman, He created a healer, a nurturer, a warrior with a compassionate heart. You were not made ordinary, you were made intentional, purposeful, and extraordinary. A woman's tears are prayers. A mother's love is protection. A woman's resilience is God's light shining through her. Scripture reminds us she's clothed with strength and dignity, and she loves without fear of the future. This is not just poetry. This is the truth of every woman who rises despite pain, who holds her family together through storms, the leader who stands firm when others steps back. I just want to pause for a moment to bow my head in honor the woman with history written in courage and sacrifice, seeds roots in her soul, and a faith that never fades. No matter what titles she holds in life, she carries one title with unmatched pride: I'm a woman. A woman is more than a symbol. She's a story. She's a force. She's foundational with endless patience. Across the world, women build nations, heal wounds, shape minds, and carry hope. And even when the world forgets their sacrifices, heaven doesn't. Women are the icon of resilience. It's been said, there's no limit to what we as a woman can accomplish. But faith tells us something deeper. There's no limit to what a woman can accomplish when God is her strength and love is her purpose. As Maya Angelou once said, I'm a woman phenomenally. And tonight we say, a phenomenal woman, that is who you are. You are God's masterpiece. To all the women and mothers, you are divine strength. You are heaven's tenderness. You are the unconditional love in action. You are a blessing to this world, and because of you, the world stands stronger. Happy International Women's Day. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my great honor to introduce our first speaker. A woman whose work and voice reflect courage, leadership, and meaningful contribution to our community. Please join me in welcoming Aya Hamdar, the President of Australian Lebanese Cultural Union Committee. Aya, the stage is yours.
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolute joy to see such a vibrant and diverse room today. On behalf of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, I want to welcome each one of you, women and men alike. I would like to extend a respectful welcome to Her Excellency, Mrs. Mina Khawli, Ambassador of Lebanon to Australia, and Consul General Dr. Sarah Dirani. We're also honored to have with us our World President of the World Lebanese Cultural Union, Dr. Abraham Constantine. Also, a special welcome to our Continental President, Mr. Badwi El-Haj, and the members of the Continental Council. We are delighted to acknowledge our distinguished panelists for the night. Our distinguished panelists, it's not working. Get the other one. No. Oh, that was working. I'll just, yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. So we're delighted to acknowledge our distinguished panelists who embody the resilience we celebrate today. Her Excellency, Mrs. Mina Khawli, Associate Professor Hadia Haikal Mukhtar, Deputy Mayor of Bankstown, Councillor Rachel Harika, and Dr. Alexandra Constantine, Specialist Anaesthetist. Finally, a warm welcome to all our guests joining us for this significant occasion. Thank you all for being here today. But before we continue, I want to just take a moment to acknowledge what's happening back in our homeland. As we gather here in peace, As we gather here in peace, our hearts and thoughts are heavy for our people and our families in Lebanon. In times... Sorry. Just a second. Right. So in times of war and uncertainty, the distance feels even greater, but our connection remains unbreakable. We stand in solidarity with them, praying for the safety and peace to return to our beautiful country. God bless them all, and God bless Lebanon. It's with the same spirit of resilience, the spirit that defines every Lebanese woman, that we turn to the reason why we came here today. Today isn't just another day on the calendar. For us in this room, it's much more personal to all of us. Women are the heart of our community. We're the ones who carry our culture. We raise our families, and we keep everything moving even when life gets tough. Today we're honoring the real stories in this room, the challenges we've pushed through, the sacrifices no one sees, and the strength we show every single day at home, at work, and in our community. Our power isn't loud or showy. It's kind of the strength that comes from patience, love, and determination. So today isn't just about celebrating women as an idea. It's about celebrating us, our courage, our resilience, and our spirit. And to the men who are here with us, especially my husband Mick, thank you. When women are supported and given space to thrive, our whole community becomes stronger. We are a group of mothers and professionals. So this event, just to be real and honest with you, it wasn't an easy event to prepare. It wasn't organized by any corporate team or event planners. It was just built by the grit and the heart of the ALCU Ladies Committee. So, as I said, we're a group of mothers and professionals basically, and we're balancing school runs, work deadlines, and the family life, of course, while planning this in the late hours of the night. We did this because we believe our community needs these moments of connection. To my friends in the committee, wherever you're sitting, we've got Mireille, Christine, Christou, Wendy, Rawa, Christy, Linda, and Fatin. Thank you all. Thank you for your late night messages and your dedication. And a special thank you to Lisa. I haven't seen her yet. So she came all the way from the Philippines and she's done some amazing work with us. We'll see her now anyway. And also, of course, a huge thank you to Sofra, our wonderful venue host, especially Mr. Sharbul Shaya. And to the small businesses who offered prizes for our raffles, thank you so much. Your support is the backbone of our community. Also, please mark your calendars for Sunday, the 15th of March at 10 a.m. We will be at Woodstock Park in Burwood for an olive tree planting ceremony to mark the International Day of the Lebanese Immigrant. And now I'll just hand it back to Mireille. Enjoy the evening and let's celebrate how far we've come together, and happy International Women's Day. Thank you.
Change the batteries.
Yeah, all right, fine. And sorry about the microphone as well. So. My fault. Nah, it's okay.
Okay, I'm back. International Women's Day is not only about recognition, it's about reflection. It invites us to consider how far we have come and how far we still must go. Tonight, panel brings together voices from diplomacy, medicine, academia, and local government women who are not only excelling in their fields, but shaping the futures of our society. Please join me in welcoming our moderator, Christine Tadros, who will guide this important conversation. Christine, the floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I hope you are enjoying your dinner at Sofra. It gives me the opportunity to say thank you to Sharbul Shaya for the amazing food and hospitality. For those who don't know me, my name is Christine Tadros from Oz Arab Media, which we also like to thank them for being one of the sponsors tonight, and for all the other sponsors that made the night happen. Is everything all right down there? Okay. I am also a proud member of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union in the Women's Executive Committee, and I am proud and honoured to moderate tonight's panel discussion. And without any further ado, please allow me to introduce our guest speakers for tonight. Her Excellency Mirna Khawli, the Ambassador of Republic of Lebanon to the Commonwealth of Australia, appointed to the role in December 2025. She represents Lebanon's interests and strengths, diplomatic ties between Lebanon and Australia, reflecting the deep historical and cultural connections between the two countries. Thank you. Her leadership helps promote bilateral cooperation and support for the Lebanese community abroad. If you can, please, Your Excellency, make your way to the stage. We also have Associate Professor Dr. Hadia Haikal Mukhtar, a respected medical doctor, educator, and community advocate. Born in Lebanon and raised in Australia, she overcame early challenges as a migrant to build distinguished career in medicine and law, providing trusted healthcare services and education. She is recognized for her work supporting women's health, mentoring future medical professionals, and serving as an influential voice in both academic and community spheres. Next, we have Councillor Rachel Haria, Deputy Mayor of the City of Canterbury-Bankstown, one of Sydney's most culturally diverse local government areas, home to a large Lebanese-Australian community. Her leadership in civic government focuses on community engagement, multicultural representation, and delivering local services that reflect the needs of residents from varied backgrounds. Our lucky last, Dr. Alexandra Constantin, a consultant anaesthetist with a special interest in surgical medicine and the optimization of high-risk surgical patients. She completed a prestigious fellowship in perioperative medicine at University College London Hospital, where she also served as education lead for high-risk surgical care. She was awarded Associate Fellowship of the Higher Education Academy for her contributions in professionalism in learning and teaching. Please give them a warm welcome to the stage. So here we are, only a few hundred people watching us. So it's okay. If you allow me to start with a very simple question to all of you, I'll have the microphone go around. On this special occasion, we're gathered to honor the strength and impact for women in leadership. Can each of you please briefly share your personal journey and what brought you to the role you're in today?
Good evening, all. First of all, I'd like to thank the Cultural Union for inviting me to be part of this event to congratulate all women on International Women's Day. Actually, I'm the first Lebanese ambassador as a woman posted in Australia, so we start from here. I didn't mean to be, I've never had an opportunity or I didn't think at all that I will be a diplomat one day. Everything happened by accident. So I don't regret anything. I grew up, of course, during the war in Lebanon. Everything led me to a place that I didn't want at the beginning to study what I studied in the university because of the war. And I end up in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as a diplomat, and step by step I arrived as an ambassador lately. It's a nice experience. The nice thing in it, what I love in it, is how much you can give to the people. This is what I learned from my home. So when you grow up in an open mentality, open house, education is a must, And humanity is another must.
Yes.
So you arrived in a way that giving is the most important thing in life.
Amazing.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. What about you, Dr.
So you want my journey?
Yes, your personal
career-wise?
journey. Yes.
Yeah.
What brought you to here today?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Good.
I don't know if you know, but I'm a medical doctor and I'm a lawyer.
Amazing.
When I was 7 years old in Lebanon, I was a great admirer of a doctor by the name of Dr. Albert Schweitzer. Has anyone heard of him? He was a very well-known doctor missionary who worked in Africa with people who had leprosy, in Arabic marad al-baras. And it was a highly infectious disease. Yet he had the courage to go and work with them, forgetting the risks to himself of catching the disease. But I also was a great admirer of people, leaders, who were there to liberate their people, of the like of Mahatma Gandhi. As you know, he liberated India from the British.
Sure.
And people like Mandela, who liberated South Africa. So I was in a dilemma. Should I study medicine and become a doctor? Or should I study law and become a lawyer? So I did both. And I've been very privileged to work in both areas, especially because later in life I was very privileged to teach our future doctors. And I hope that I have passed on my passion, not just for medicine, but for humanity and for human rights.
Lovely. Thank you, Doctor. Deputy Mayor, what brought you to what you are today?
So I got elected onto a council at the age of 23 back in 2017, and I kind of fell by accident into the role because prior being the age of 23, I had actually no interest in politics. I've actually learned to love it, love the role, love to assist the community, and it's just been an amazing journey to enable and a great honour to be representing Canterbury Bankstown Council, a diverse council area with 150 languages. We've got over 53,000 Lebanese living in Canterbury Bankstown. So it's a great honour and a privilege to be representing as a Deputy Mayor of Canterbury Bankstown Council.
Thank you. Dr. Alexandra, what about you?
I think my journey first began in my childhood. I think having a father that was a dentist, we were thrust into healthcare from the very beginning. And then me, myself, having to be in hospital as a young girl having eye surgery, I think that sort of opened my eyes to what I could possibly do and what kind of doctor I could possibly be. I'm very, very fortunate to have been a pupil of Dr. Hardia. So, yeah, she definitely inspired us all at Notre Dame. But what I'm most proud of is my training, which is at Liverpool Hospital. So it's the biggest trauma centre in New South Wales. It's often undercredited for how good it is. We deal with very severe, complex, sick patients, but most of all, we service a very diverse, multicultural community. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you for being here with us, ladies. If I can extend the question to Dr. Hadia, how do you see the Lebanese-Australian women strengthening ties between their heritage and the Australian society, in your opinion?
Look, I have been reflecting on what culture means. You know, it's a very trendy word now, culture, isn't it?
Yes.
And I have been reflecting about what does our Lebanese culture mean. I'm sure you all have had similar thoughts. And to me, culture is a land. Our land in Lebanon is what gives us our culture. And you know, in our national anthem, those of you who could understand Arabic, it says, the plains and the mountains grow our men. They grow our men and women. سهلنا والجبل منبت للرجال. And most importantly, we Lebanese belong to the land. We don't just earn it, we belong. And belonging gives us meaning to who we are. Because the land in Lebanon is a generous, hospitable, and embracing land that does not differentiate between foreigners and local. It has open arms for all. And this is our Lebanese identity. That's how we are different. We are embracing. We are generous. We are hospitable. And that's what we contribute to this culture in Australia. And that's what makes us unique. And most importantly, how do we marry both? It's by being curious to understand what the other cultures are. And we're very lucky in Australia because the other cultures are from all over the world. English, Greek, European, South Asian, Indian, you name it. Our curiosity to understand this culture will make us more powerful in contributing to this culture. And then together, like people in a tango, we start to understand each other and walk to the same goal.
Lovely, lovely, wise words out there, Dr. Hadia. Thank you so much. If I can have the question next to Your Excellency, has your cultural identity really shaped your leadership style and the way you really represent Lebanon as an ambassador to Australia?
You know, as I said before, I grew up during the war.
Yes.
And of course, the house where you grow up. I grew up in Lebanon. I didn't go out. I had my university, my beginning. I started work in Lebanon during the war. So this shaped my personality. Plus, of course, my parents helped a lot.
Of course.
They pushed a lot, and I grew up in a nice society in Tripoli.
Lovely.
It was a mixed society, and this gives you the, as Dr. said, you have this culture in Lebanon that you know the other, and this helps a lot when you go out and you work, and you can understand all. This is very important. Plus, as I said, you know, leadership is not leadership, it's management more than leadership. I don't like this
Lovely.
Leadership.
Well, you name it that way.
It's how you manage things, you know. Like
amazing. With a Lebanese heart, you can do everything.
Of course, with a Lebanese heart, with a Lebanese background. I'm so proud to be Lebanese.
We all are.
I'm proud, and I'm proud that I stayed in the country and shaped this in Lebanon.
Amazing.
I shaped my personality in Lebanon, not abroad. Of course, I respect all the diaspora
who had to leave.
Proud of our diaspora. This is something else. But I mean, for me, the country gave me a lot, and I'm so honored to represent Lebanon as an ambassador.
And we're so proud to have you. Thank you. If we can just please sensibly be a little bit quiet at the back, because the front people can't hear us properly. And this is really an interesting topic if you focus with us. That's lovely. Thank you. Councillor Rachel, I'd like to address a question to you, please. As a deputy mayor, how do you navigate being a visible leader of Lebanese heritage in a diverse local government? Does it bring you unique advantage, or does it give you a hustle?
So being a visible leader, you've got to be present It's about authenticity, it's about consistency. It's not just about obtaining the title about counsellor, it's about showing up and being there for the local community. And I feel like it's definitely an advantage being a Lebanese, definite. I'm very proud to be a Lebanese, representing my culture, my heritage, and also my faith as well. It's very, very important. Like I mentioned, we have 150 languages, and being a visible leader, not only do I attend, all the Lebanese wonderful events, but I do attend a range of other cultural events. We are absolutely very blessed to be living in Australia, where we are able to express our culture and our faith so freely, but also we are able to learn in other cultures, in other faiths. Just like at the moment, we're going through a Lent season. Yes. And going through Ramadan. I've been invited to so many events.
It's a special one for us this month.
It is.
Amazing.
Hello, that's better.
Okay.
So like I said, you just got to show up and work very, very hard for the community, because it's not about the title of being a counsellor. You have to be very active and share the love around.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Dr. Alexandra, from your experience in healthcare and community outreach, how do you think women help bridge cultural divisions and improve the trust as well as the health outcomes in multicultural communities?
I think as a clinician, we see a lot of those discussions when patients are sick and who's around the patient, which family members. And it's very obvious that in the Lebanese culture, but as well a lot of other cultures, that women are the centre of their family. They look after the healthcare of their children, they support their elderly parents, and they're also there for their extended family members. So I think naturally they become sort of the advocates for healthcare for their family and also the translators of information. To increase trust to improve health outcomes, I think the most powerful tool we have is communication, and with that comes the use of sort of translators. I think personally, I've just had a baby 3 months ago, and it was a weird experience being a doctor, being now the patient. And even though I spoke the dominant language English, I was from a medical background, my husband's from a medical background, I knew exactly what was going to happen. I actually found it quite overwhelming. I found it quite confronting. So I thought, imagine being in a foreign country, not speaking the dominant language, and not being able to converse with my medical team, and that is pretty scary. And I think what we forget is that a lot of people in these communities, that's what they're facing. They're unable to communicate in English. They don't have a lot of support here, and that's where the trust gets broken. So I think by sort of utilising interpreters within our hospital system, especially us at Liverpool Hospital, where we have a very vast variety of communities that we service, we're able to understand, teach them what's going to happen, but also understand what's important within their cultural beliefs, so then we can make it a more sort of culturally safe sort of healthcare environment for them.
Thank you, Doctor. Bringing us to resilience, I'd like to ask all of you a question as well. What challenges have you faced as women of Lebanese background in your fields? I'll pass it on to Her Excellency.
For me, as Lebanese background, it's a plus. It's a plus because, wherever I went, I represent Lebanon. I'm representing Lebanon from like a senior diplomat, junior diplomat, whatever. But every time I feel that being Lebanese is plus for me. Like people look at you as, Lebanese consul, Lebanese ambassador. For them, Lebanon is not a country. Lebanon is a culture. Lebanon is a message. I don't want to say that our country is only this limit. It's beyond the limits. This is Lebanon. So for me, it gives me a lot. Yes, of course, whenever I go and represent that I'm Lebanese, it's easy. It didn't, as a woman, also from. Some people look at you as a woman coming from Lebanon. Oh, do you have this? Of course, we are Lebanese, and we are like we have everything. Even though we are if I want to talk about the women in Lebanon, I have to say that we are the first that in the Arab country that we vote. The rights of, yes, our constitution don't differentiate between women and men. We have equality. We worked a lot with the National Commission of Women, with many laws. Lately, of course, we are, we did few laws, we passed them. I don't want to read all because it will take your time, I know, but now we are working on the quota, for women quota in the elections. And we hope it will pass before the elections. Also, we are working on the nationality, that the woman can give her kids the nationality. It will take, everything takes time, but we will arrive. If you fight for your things, you will get them. So I think we are on the right track. Yeah, thank you.
It's our resilience that always takes us everywhere. That's amazing. What about you, Dr. Hadia? What challenges have you faced?
I wonder if you, listening to us, will allow me to share a lived experience. When I was very young, I was living in one of our university colleges with my sister, Dr. Lubna, and we were both medical students in a university, living in a college. And it was shortly after the Maccabi Olympic, do you remember, incident where there was killing of some Israeli Olympians. One day, we came back to our shared room, and on the door of our room was a sign that said, terrorists. Can you believe it? You can imagine how traumatic it would have been when we were teenagers or in early 20s to see that in a country that we had just come to. We were dreaming of Australia, we thought it was the most amazing country, and then you have this experience. However, I call it cultural trauma. Now there is a big push in universities, in colleges, to teach cultural safety. And I was recently interviewed how we can implement cultural safety. And I shared this example, and people who were listening started crying, because my message was, it's not a lip service to what it is, we have to action it. And sadly in Australia, 50 years later, we still have bias and prejudice, but we have to turn it around, and the only way we can turn it around is by being authentic and truthful to our identity and our roots. And it doesn't mean the minute we come to Australia, we forget how to speak Arabic. We continue to be truthful.
Thank you, Dr. Hadia. We definitely appreciate the inclusion that we live in Australia. What about you, Rochelle? Any difficulties along the way?
Thanks, Christine. To be honest, there was no difficulties in being of Lebanese heritage, representing almost 53,000 Lebanese in Canterbury Bankstown. Like what Your Excellency Mona has said, that is a big, big advantage. But one of the challenges was actually my age when I got elected onto council at the age of 23. Because
sorry to cut you off, Deputy Mayor. I'd just like to have some respect for the special guests that we have on stage. If you can please put it down a little bit so we can continue our discussion. Thank you. Off you go.
So when I was elected at the age of 23, there was a lot of people that were very, very shocked in me being elected at that age, and especially there's a story where there's a councillor car park that we've got designated, and one time I parked there as a newly elected councillor, and the security guard came running down to tell me that I wasn't allowed to park there, and I got very confused because I was like, hey, I'm a councillor. And he's like, no, you're not a councillor.
Too young to be one.
Until I had to search up my name and show him the picture of myself to be like, I am. Wow. So ever since then, they have now each picture of councillor in the car park. But that goes to show that not many people were used to the younger generation being elected in that field. So, I'm very happy and honoured to be, one of the examples in being a Lebanese heritage woman and at such a young age being elected onto council.
Can I please beg for your attention? In 5 minutes, we have a very sexy Russian violinist. She's going to play for you. You can talk as much as you want. Please let us listen to these lovely ladies. Out of respect, please, 5 more minutes.
I got offended now. None of us are sexy, Dr. Constantine. Thank you very much. Back to you, Dr. Alexandra. What about your difficulties?
I'm going to say something about Dad, but that's okay. We'll pass. I think our generation is extremely lucky that we have these amazing women that have paved the path for us in medicine. They've definitely made it a lot easier for me to train and practice and really become whoever I wanted to become. I think though there is also this ongoing perception though of what a doctor is meant to look like. There's multiple instances that, I'd be the senior trainee or even the consultant, but there'd be a young, handsome, tall male student next to me, but the, surgical team will address the student about the patient and bypass me. And I think it's those times where it's harmless, but we do sort of have a bias still within the medical field. But I think we're definitely making moves to change that with every years that go by. So yeah.
Thanks for that. We always have a long way, us women, no matter what we do, we need to push through. Your Excellency, what message would you have for the Lebanese women in the diaspora about staying connected to their roots while still building their future?
For us, the diaspora is a unique women or men. You have to permit me here to talk a little bit about the support of the men also. No woman can arrive or can reach it without the support of the men. I'm not saying that it's from the beginning. It's the father, it's the brother, it's the, So let us have like little bit for the men also that. So diaspora is our diaspora, is a unique diaspora. For Lebanon, diaspora, you are the ambassadors of Lebanon. You present Lebanon. This is, wherever you go, people know about Lebanon, not because of me, because of you. You who brought Lebanon to Australia, for example. You brought the food, you brought the culture, you brought the good work. So I have one word for the diaspora. As Doctor said, don't forget your roots. Build your future, respect the societies, help the society you are in, work for both countries. Amazing. Don't forget Lebanon and work for Australia. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Wise words out there. Councillor Bashar, what steps would you like to give the future who are looking into government level from a Lebanese background, if I can say?
if you feel like as though that you want to take that step and that chance, just go for it. Don't let anyone stop you from doing what you want to do, not in just the civic duties, but in all the respective fields that you wish to pursue in your life. I know that it's very hard, especially in the Lebanese heritage. It's just, sometimes there are people behind that will try to bring you down, but you just got to just ignore that and just pursue forward. And just speak to other people in leadership roles to see how they came about in being elected onto, either local government, state or federal government, wherever you may wish to lead. Also take up mentorship pathways and leadership programs as well, and yeah.
Amazing. Always have your photo up there so you can park. Dr. Hadia, how can academic research really contribute to the real community progress, particularly for migrants and Lebanese communities?
Look, there is a lot of research that's happening in various universities about health in various communities, in communities from non-English speaking background. And we call it translational research. And what it has shown so far, where the gaps and the deficits are. So we know now that, for example, indigenous communities, rural communities, communities from non-English speaking background have more challenging health problems because of two reasons. One is health literacy, and two is access to health services. And this research can then inform government policy to improve this sort of services. So that's where we're at. But if I can add a quick comment about what the ambassador said in terms of how we can do the best for our Lebanon, is to be the best you can be in whatever profession you are. So if you are the top in your profession, you are the best ambassador for Lebanon.
Dr. Alexandra, how can research and clinical practice really help shape the public policy to better address it and the health needs, especially for migrant women and families?
Going on from what Dr. Hadia said, I think research allows us to look for patterns within the challenges. Mostly the challenges come from, poor health literacy, difficulty access such complex health services, as well as the lack of sort of education. And then I think the day-to-day work we do allows us to bring in sort of real-life context to that research. So I think the both together allows us to make sort of health policies that are more culturally sensitive, and that could be via improving health literacy, having cultural education sessions, like I said before, using services such as translators. And I think a big part is having cultural health liaison officers in the hospital that can really help these migrant women or migrant families navigate our complex systems.
Amazing. Now, to conclude our discussion for tonight, I'd like to look a little bit into the future. As we move forward, what legacy each and every one of you do you hope to have for your leadership after you leave behind?
I say that just to be remembered by the people, by the good things we do, because if people remember you, that means you did good. So this is it. I hope we can still give as much as we can, help as much as we can as an embassy, as a consulate here. And, for us, it's very important as an ambassador to keep the the repetition of our Lebanon.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. What about you, Dr. Hadia? What legacy you'd like to leave behind?
I'd like to share with you 3 tips that I usually give to my students at the beginning of each year. Number one, I think, be true and authentic to yourself. Know yourself and explore your potential and make sure you achieve it. Because if you don't, you're going to be sorry for the rest of your life. And you can only do that if you are healthy. So make sure you live a healthy life. Number two, nurture relationships. Because without your personal relationships, family and friend, as well as your professional relationship, you will not get anywhere in your profession. And number three, if every day you wake up and you can make a very tiny contribution to make it a better world, believe me, that's where happiness lies.
Amazing. Wise words, Dr. Hadia. What about you, Councillor Rashad?
Just to be an example for the younger generation that they are more than capable to be in civic duties. Like I said, at the age of 23, I was elected onto council, so I want to set that example, especially being of a Lebanese woman as well, that they are able to do what they want to do, but as long as they are striving to do it as well, and just to be present amongst the community and doing the best that I can for the community.
I think for me now, starting my motherhood journey, I think my perspective has changed completely. I think my legacy now is for my girl growing up in this world. I want her to know that identity is a strength. She is Australian, but she has Lebanese, Greek and Sri Lankan heritage. So I want her to grow up feeling very proud of having every one of those cultures. I want her to embrace it with all that she has, because at the end of the day, our identity, like I said, is a strength. It shows, it brings resilience. It brings basically what we want in our future leaders of the world.
Amazing. Look, from all the perspectives we've shared tonight, the four of you, your stories really reflect strength, determination and brilliance of Australian Lebanese women. So as we mark Women's International Day, on behalf of the Australian Lebanese Culture Union, thank you for being with us tonight. Please put your hands together for these amazing women. Enough of us boring you. Maybe you've got some questions to any of the four amazing women up here on stage. If you have any questions, Q&A is open. So please don't be shy to put your hand up and we'll hand you a microphone. And if not, we move on to the sexy violinist. Thank you. Thank you, lovely ladies.
On behalf of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speakers for sharing their journeys with such honesty and generosity. May we invite the World Lebanese Cultural Union Dr. Abraham Constantine to the stage to present flowers to our esteemed panelists, Her Excellency the Ambassador of Lebanon in Australia, Mrs. Lena Howley.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hadia? Thank you very much.
We're not taking photos.
Okay.
ساعة السفيرة الصورة.
No, stay here and we will take a minimum time نتصور صورة هون. Yeah. Come on. Thank you.
I'd like to invite the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, Mr. Badi Al-Haj, to the stage, please.
Add the word president. We're not the cultural union, we're presidents.
Can I invite the Secretary General of the Australian Lebanese Cultural Union, Dr. Ayman Birru, to the stage, please?
We can organise lunch and I'll invite the lounge as well. We'll exchange contacts.
After they finish.
Please, yeah.
Do you want a photo for everyone?
Yes,
together?
yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I think okay, ladies, if we're going to take a photo.
Okay, a photo for everyone. Adia. Adia, come forward. Come forward. Safira. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, use the steps. Thank you, Hadia.
Good, Hadia, thank you. You are an amazing
Okay, not long to go. 10 more minutes. All right. I would like to invite the women of our executive committee.
Excuse me, just your attention for a moment, if you don't mind.
Please give us 5 minutes. Stronger voice. Just give us 5 minutes and the violence will be... Please, just 5 minutes. Have your seats.
Oh, yours. Okay, can I just invite to the stage Linda Wavy, please? Linda. Christy Rahman. Rawa Talib. Wendy Filianos.
Where's the committee?
Crystal Constantin, please. And I would like to invite Miss Australia Lebanese Immigrant 2025, Bianca and Hindi. Please make your way to the stage. And Fatin Susi, please.
Where's the committee? Just a photo.
Okay.
I'll be
Tonight, we acknowledge someone who has consistently brought passion, innovation, and heart into her role. Her work in marketing has helped shape our identity and connect us in meaningful ways. With your warm applause, please welcome the marketing manager of ATCA, Lisa Lopez, to the stage. Go, Lisa.
That went live. She's so tiny. Thank you for your work. She's so cute.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's take as much as one big photo.
Aya. Welcome to Lebanon. Alright? Yeah. Alright, please.
Alright, come here.
Thank you. Where's Wendy?
Next to you.
Okay. One, here, straight.
Thank you.
Thank you. One more. Nice arm, Nice arm. Thank you.
I would also like to thank Aya as president. She's been a fantastic leader, and all the team.
Thank you. I don't know if you've heard or you had the chance to buy any raffle tickets for tonight. There are amazing prizes awaiting, so if you are interested or you haven't bought your raffle tickets yet, please let any of us know, and we're more than happy to go around the tables. We will have the raffle tickets drawn by the end of tonight. Thank you.
Tonight, we're blessed to experience the magic of music through the hands of an exceptional violinist. Her music speaks directly to the soul and brings emotion to life. Please give a warm welcome to Maria, who will now share with us a performance filled with beauty and emotion.